Yes. Start. Welcome to ClickNaija online radio. The program is the candidate. The candidates will program where we are like to share your wealth of experience in the democratic process of our dear nation, Nigeria. My name is Nasir Yunusa, and next to me by my left is Steven, Mr. Steven Okolie, the conveyor of Peter Obi's People's Vanguard for 2023. You're welcome to our studio.
Thank you
Mr.
for having me.
Welcome to Speak Naija. And by my right is Chinyere, Okere, the secretary of Peter Obi's Vanguard for 2023. You're also welcome to Speak Naija online radio.
Pleasure to be here.
Nice meeting you too. Now follow us right now on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Click Naija, and hit the subscribe button right away on our YouTube channel at Click Naija. Now today we have different youth group actively participating in politics in different political parties. Now our topic today is youth groups. How important are they to political process in Nigeria? My first question will go to Mr. Stephen Okoli. Now, tell us how important are youth groups to political process in Nigeria?
Thank you, Mr. Nasser, for having me. Thank you. Good afternoon, Nigerians. Good afternoon, viewers. Good afternoon, obedient family worldwide. It's a pleasure having me on Click Naija, a section of Radio Nigeria in Nigeria. My name is Steven Okolie. I'm the convener of People's Vanguard and also an expert in business development consultancy and also an authority in HVAC, which means heat, ventilation, condition. That's what I do for a living. And the question says the youth group, how important are they to the political process? The importance of youth group cannot be overemphasized.
Okay.
Because every growing nation, every system, every sector of nation that is growing, that is making progress, depends on their youth. Youth are the engine room of every sector. And go back in the days where we talk about the likes of Awolowo, the likes of Ezekiel, the likes of Tababa, these are people who mobilize themselves, build youth groups, action groups, and that give birth to the nation we call Nigeria today, the independence of 1960. So the youth are the engine room of every nation that is working towards progress, that is working towards sustainability. Because the truth is that the youth of today will become the fathers of tomorrow.
Of course.
So, like I said, if you look at the demography of Nigerian registered voters, as of today, we have over 93 million voters. And that 93 million voters, we have 75.8%
Are the youths?
of the youth and women. Now, in the recent voters continuous exercise, we have 12 million plus registered voters, and we have invalid of 2 million, and we are left with 9.7 million. In 9.7 million, the youth, you might not believe, NASA, that the youth is 7.5.
In the total
9.
out of the
And this recent registration of voters,
Yeah.
the yield out of 9 million, the yield of 7.8. And out of that 7.8 that we're talking about, the demography of male and female will have 4.8 as female, 4.6 as male. And this 4.7 that we're talking about right now, 8.7 we're talking about right now, we're talking about the students. Good enough that the government of the day asked them to go back home for them to spend 8 years unproductive at home.
8 months.
8 months, sorry, 8 months unproductive at home.
Yes.
And my interest to know that 40% plus of the registered voters, this current one from 2021 to 2022, are students in schools.
Mm-hmm.
So the sustainability of this nation depends on the youth. So it carries away the fact and sense, basically the youth. We see sectors, you are a young man, you are probably what you are doing right now, you are not up to 40 years yet, but you are doing what you are doing, you are a youth. So support groups are the engine room of what on which P2B is flying.
Okay, thank you. Support group is the engine room, which will take me to my next question. Now, tell us about your support group, Mrs. Chinyere, and as your support group, Peter Obi's People's Vanguard for 2023. Tell us about it.
All right. Thank you for having me here,
Yeah.
Rias. I'm here to speak about Peter Obi support group. Our support group is actually Peter Obi People's Vanguard
People's
2023.
Vanguard, yes.
Yes. So first and foremost, we would like to say, what is a Vanguard? A Vanguard is a group of people leading the way in a new development. So now, Peter Obi People's Vanguard was registered in August. We are barely 4 months old, And if you see in this current political this thing now, we are being made, they are being led by so many support groups, of which we are one of them. The support group, the Peter Obi cover, that's what we call, that's the short form, the acronym of our cover, POPDA. So it's a platform to connect and share ideas with the mind, with like minds, in the best strategy to ensure that we deliver victory for the next president of Nigeria, which is going to be Mr. Obi.
Okay. Now, let me let me summarize now. Both of you are from Labour Party.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what does Labour Party in Nigeria believe in? Let me ask Mr. Stephen.
We believe in fairness.
Okay.
Labour Party believe in fairness. We believe in social democratic system. We believe in equity. We believe in fairness. We believe in the masses having say in their nation called Nigeria. We believe a nation where the voice of the downtrodden, the voice of the poor, the voice of the illiterate, the voice of a man who is in the valley of Adamawa, the voice of a man who is in the rivers of Calabar, the voice of a man who is in the village of Shakin in Oyo State, the voice being heard. That is what Labour Party is all about. Like my colleague has just said about what we stand for.
Yeah.
We are a vehicle to actualize the vision, the dream of Operation Rescue Nigeria. We are tired. Nigerians are tired of the status quo. The old men who have reached to power for years, they're not ready to go. So we're here to retire them, to send them home. That's what a Vanguard. So we're a vehicle, as you rightly said, Vanguard coming together to form a new cause. We are the frontiers of P2B vision of a new Nigeria. Because I believe that my uncle here is also tired of what is going on in Nigeria. So what we believe in, what my principal believe in, P2B believe in, is a nation where Nigerians will be respected. He has said it over different forums, over different platforms, local, international.
But I say Nigeria is respected.
No. Let me correct you.
Okay.
As a nation, as a country, Nigeria, the world wants to deal with us. But as Nigerians, me and you Nigerians, we're not respected. By the world. You see what has happened in Dubai.
Definitely.
You see what has happened in Europe.
But not as a result of the violence we Nigerians.
No.
happening these days. I mean, the poor man can hardly feed. Do you understand? Every day, people, you can imagine the number of people leaving Nigeria every day, and these are the youths, not even the elderly. The youths are leaving the country because the country is not conducive for them to stay in. They are looking for greener pastures. They are looking for where they will find, greener pastures and all that. You understand? So
now, what are we looking from your party?
Hope.
Okay.
Hope for a new Nigeria.
Hope. Like what we say, if you look at the Labour Party slogan, it says forward ever. Forward ever simply means hope for the people. Focusing on the task ahead and not retreating. We are bringing hope to Nigerian people. We are telling them that a new Nigeria is possible. We are telling them that a Nigerian where you arrive with respected is possible. We are saying that a Nigerian where you can live, you can school in Nigeria, and job, you have job access to job is possible. We are telling you that in Nigeria where your right to be protected is possible. We are telling that in Nigeria where you will be respected outside the shore of Nigeria is possible. Like I said earlier, Nigerians are not respected. When you fly your green passport in any Nigerian, any foreign embassy, you are looked with disdain. They look at you and they see you as a criminal, they see you as a conniver, we see you as a cheat, we see you as a killer. So nobody is telling that a new Nigeria where Nigerians, not Nigeria, that Nigerians will be respected. A Nigeria where you can wake up in the morning and you drive in the night from 10 p.m. from here to Lokoja, from Lokoja to Okere, from Okere to
Okay, beautiful. You know now, when it's election, we hear beautiful things about all the parties. Everybody's giving us hope. Everybody's giving us security tactics. Now, your party, the Labour Party, is in a fresh crisis. Now, this fresh crisis between the Peter Obi's presidential campaign organization, that's the Labour Party, and the Labour Party itself are in disagreement. So now, over what's the presidential campaign list, don't you think it will affect your chances for 2023? We already other parties now have brought out their presidential campaign list. In fact, some parties have won't start flagging up their campaign, but your party wants to rule Nigeria. But right now, we are seeing a disagreement in the presidential campaign list. So, what is your party talking about? Don't you think it will affect?
I want to correct some impression of conception here right now.
Okay.
Labour Party is not in crisis.
Okay.
Labour Party, for those who are listening at home, for those who are listening in diaspora, Labour Party is never in crisis, and Labour Party is not in crisis.
Okay.
What you had is a list that interests are not protected.
Okay.
You understand?
And when interests are not protected, what comes?
No. Everybody, see, you cannot please everybody.
Okay.
God in heaven, I'm not blaspheming here. David feel aggrieved and he left. Let us not. But the truth is that there are principal, the chairman and the presidential aspirant of this great party are not in different cause. They are in one cause, and they come up openly and tell Nigerians, the chairman on up as a responsible leader we do and said, please, we are sorry. We are going to go back and give you a list that you party members will look at and say, yes, this is our party. And everybody came back and brought up a list that has in it 1,420 something.
So the issue has been cleared.
We don't have an issue.
Okay.
Now, there are two political parties. We don't want to mention names. And you see a national chairman of a political party come up in public glare saying, I'm not carried along. And it took them months to come up with another fresh list of 4,000 plus to include the aggrieved and the non-aggrieved. We see a political party in Nigeria today. Now, governors, the G5, are not interested. They decline membership of the campaign council. But you cannot hear that in Labour Party. Labour Party is intact. Labour Party is moving forward because we are committed in rebuilding and restoring Nigeria, raising Nigeria from the hands of vampires.
He's not using that for that. Okay. Do you have anything to add for what he said? Just said about the disagreement about the list. You are okay with it?
Yes.
Okay. Now the next question is like 2 weeks ago, the national leader of that party, that's Anselm, was suspended. Do you get? Now some party again in that same Labour Party, youths came up and said, if it's just suspending, they are going to fight against the party. Now, don't you think this is going to affect the chances of Labour Party in 2023? And he's already rising some dust because I think he's agreed. Though they said he's contesting under the party or Labour Party. Do you understand? For Senate.
Yeah.
State.
Yeah.
So will this affect the chances? Because he has done a lot for Labour Party. Right now, the youths that are being carried along, whether like it or not, Labour Party is now a force.
Yes.
Now the youths that are being carried along is as a result of his hard work. So now, what do you think? Don't you think it's going to affect?
This question has been asked in different forums. Labour Party have cleared the air. I am not an authority to speak extensively on this issue, but because I'm here and also representing in my capacity as a convener of a group, a small group, championing and leading the way for P2B, I also want to touch on it. As you rightly said, there's no between a suspension and expulsion.
Okay, suspended.
Yes. In Labour Party Constitution, Section Article 17, talks about suspension. Now, you can't be a judge in your matter, and there's no way you can be treated if you don't step aside. What the Labour Party said, why we are looking into the allegations, because these are allegations. While we're looking into the allegations, can you step aside of a youth leader?
So you're clearing the air.
Yes, for the activities pending when the governing council will meet and ratify the recommendation of the NEC. Or there's a committee set up, to look into it when they will come back and rectify. Now, Comrade Asnem Aregbe is also a Labour Party senatorial candidate in the North. So if Asnem, as it were, from the media point of view, is suspended, I don't think that a suspended or a sports member of a party can stand as a flag bearer of that same political party in an election. So what they said that as a youth leader, please step aside. And let me tell you something that you said. You said that will it not affect the chances of Labour? Let me tell you, there are three. Because there are three classes of people in Labour Party right now, which is the vehicle. Labour Party is carrying three people. They are people called laborers, which are the Nigerian workers under the umbrella of NUC and TUC, and the Labour Party itself. That is one. Two, we have the obedient family. The obedient family, people who believe, people like us. I'm not a card-carrying member of Labour Party. What brought me to Labour is P2B that made me to become a card-carrying member of Labour Party. So you have the obedient family who are not card-carrying member of OB. That's another people. We not, that's my group. We now have Nigerians who are disenchanted, who are not in any platform, they're not in Labour, but they are lovers of change. They dream for a new Nigeria. They are in the villages. This is another class of people. So Aslam, as a coordinator, has done his bit in the capacity of a youth leader, but it has nothing to do with the mindset of the groups, and like I mentioned, who are the conveners of, who are believing it's not OB. If it's OB that said Labour Party is suspended from activities.
It's the party.
Now, you said that Labour Party suspend P2B. That is when you said it will affect the morale of the P2B supporter, the obedient family, or those people who are tired of the status quo, who want to a change, or the laborers who are in NUC. So it has nothing to do with the chances of our principal.
So now I will ask Mrs. Chinyere now, your party manifesto, is your party manifesto out? No. Your party it's not yet out. You're sure it's not out? Fine. Now,
I just want to say a few things about the party manifesto. Before now, in the media, you can get some written manifesto, but our president have come out in recent time and said, this is not my manifesto. But I will say this, our principal have said it in different forums, in different platform. The other day he was on Arise Television with other candidates, and he told them his 7-point agenda, security, from production to consumption, rebuilding the image of Nigeria. So he's riding on seven platform to give us a new Nigeria. So on that 7 premise is when his manifesto will
Centered
on.
Okay. Beautiful. Then let me ask you, Mr. Steven, the Labour Party itself and this kind of your group, the People's Vanguards, how is the inroad in the north? Are you guys making progress in the north, in northern part of Nigeria? I can see the OB is making moves, but the north, when I say the north, the northern part of Nigeria, the northwest, the northeast, how is OB making inroads in that place? How is your vanguards, the group, are they making inroads? Tell us. We want to hear.
For sure, Rome is not going to be in a day, and it is glaring to everybody that some couple of weeks back, coming to 2 months, you saw our principal Mr. Peter B, His Excellency Mr. Peter B, and his running mate, Dr. Dati Ahmed Baba, visiting various institutions in the north, visiting various emirs in the north, visiting key stakeholders in the north, doing wider consultations, seeking their blessings to become the next president of Nigeria. So having said this, we are not saying that we are 100% visible in the north, but we are work in progress. Give it to Labour Party. 6 months, less than 6 months, we are making this wave. What will happen when we are 2 years? So right now, there's a rally going on in Benue, in Middle Belt. Yes. The next one, not central. Now there's a rally. Now don't forget that we have the 3Ks, Ks that control the internal Katsina. Now our running mate is not from Kaduna Central, which means that the Kaduna Central and Kaduna South is in his pocket. It's a short victory for P2B in Kaduna. And I'm also saying that North Central is as a whole, zone is in the pocket of Labour Party. Cutting across from Kwara, Kogi, Naija, Nasarawa, Plateau State, and Bauchi State, Benue State is in the P2B. I am also aware that as of yesterday, the governor of Bauchi, Bala Mohammed, is disentitled in PDP with PDP, asking the presidential candidate of PDP to come and apologize to him. He's also a candidate. He's going to work for us. We're making a road to Bauchi State. No, I'm telling you. No, we're not saying that we are 100% visibly present in all the northern states. But before the election, February 2023,
there's still time to work on.
We'll achieve it.
Okay, let me take some of my comments here. Helen Oweji say, right on, bro. I guess it's you. Abdullah Otakpa say, what does Obi has to offer differently? Why hasn't he released his manifesto? Let me ask you.
It has been answered already.
Okay, it has been answered.
See, we are not in a hurry.
Okay.
We are not people that believe in English like other parties have done. What they do, they don't believe in the spirit of the letter, they don't believe in the actual word of the letter. We don't come here and we've seen situation where people make promises before now, and don't the promises. So we are being articulative. We see us implementing the letter of every single word, every single contract, every single promise Obi is making with Nigerians.
Okay, then Ohiane said the laborers now well done. That's I guess two of you. They say sorry, I lost my comment. She said Ohiane, sorry, I can't see it. Okay, Ohiane said I hail you guys. The comments are dropping in. And if I'm trying to read it goes, okay, the laborers I hail you that. They say that you people gra is too much. Is it true? Now she heard you now. Now is people's like the Labour Vanguard. They say it's just mouth you guys are making out.
No, you see, like we said, People's Vanguard. We are passionate people. Labour parties are passionate Nigerians who desire change, and change doesn't come easy.
Okay,
you have to work for it. Change doesn't come easy. Yes. You have to be serious about what you're doing. Success is not something you pick on the street. It's hard work, sheer hard work and commitment. That's what you see. So people may interpret sheer hard work and commitment as being gra. No, we're not gra. We are decent, civilized Nigerians who are passionate about a change for a new Nigeria.
Looking forward.
Yes, looking forward.
Elizabeth Erike says, as they paint them in the sweet toss, as they sweet toss in the paint.
Correct. God bless my sisters. They paint them in the sweet toss.
Right on, man. Yes. So I can't stop laughing. Let's see as we still have more comments. So now, let me come to you, Ms. Chinyere. Your party, the slogan, what's it all about? Labour Party slogan.
Moving forward.
Moving forward. Tell us, tell us more about
You know,
it. Convince us moving forward. Everybody's
moving forward to a better Nigeria.
Okay.
You know, we are moving forward. We're trying to change from what we've always had in the past.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
You know, so we are trying to, see a better Nigeria where everybody is going to be involved. It's not something that you say this group of persons are doing this while these people are not engaged in it and all that, elites, all every background is represented.
Beautiful. Will you want to add?
Yes, when we say moving forward, we are moving forward from lies to truth. We're moving from death to life. Bible said, choose you these days who you serve.
Okay.
Nigerians are choosing to serve P2B and to make him our president. You know why?
Okay.
When P2B MDG award him, he had an award which is on record. So as Labour Party, we are not apportioning blame like anybody. We are focused on the challenges. We are contracted to fix Nigeria, and that we will do. And the only way we can do it is moving forward. He that puts his hand on the plow and is looking backward is not fit for the race. P2B doesn't look backward. He's a focused man. He's a determined personality. He's a sincere man, the highest man with the highest integrity in Nigeria, right, who has not soiled his head nor his conscience. Anyway. He has anywhere in any form. Go and
verify.
Go and verify.
They say we should go and verify. Okay, let me ask. Okay, let me take this comment. Chinyere says, "I like the discussion." Somebody follow mail say, "Greetings, Mr. Steven. Do you think the election will be free and fair?" Mr. Steven, do you think
Mr. Delight, Ifolo, thank you. I appreciate your concern. We are believing on ENEC. Okay. We are believing on the system, the policy, the signing of the best thing that happened to this country is the Electoral Act 2022. Yeah, now the president, in his own magnanimity, signed into law. Okay. So, based on what the INEC has done in 4 off-season elections, in Anambra, in Edo, in Ekiti, in Osun, we've seen the potency of beavers reducing electoral violence. We believe that INEC will do the right thing. We believe in INEC. We believe in INEC. And we believe that God, who has brought us this far, will give us victory.
Amen. It is said, Chinyere said, it is said that youths are the future leaders of the nation, but sadly, our nation is only in lip service. Do you agree with that?
What?
Yeah, from what we have seen in
the past. Youth are what?
She said the youths are the future leaders of the nation, but sadly, our nation is only on the lip service.
Yes. The youth, what they do is to, most of these people who are on this platform today were given opportunity by their own mentors. Now, that will take me to our national anthem, the second stanza. What is the second stanza?
Okay, O God of creation,
direct our youth to know, which is mentoring. But unfortunately, because of their serving, they want to perpetually perpetuate themselves in power. They see.
Let me take my last comment from Chinyere. She said it's only the youth that can salvage the nation from the economic misery amongst other setbacks that is slowing down the country. Therefore, more focus on development plan is needed to keep the youth abreast to the leadership skills. Is your Vanguard working towards this?
Yes.
I can see their objectives.
No. If you look at, we have over 700 support groups, unprecedented the whole world. No nation has ever the change.
That's
That's what
our
I'm doing.
power.
And the youth are the forefront of this vanguard. Youth are the champions of this because they're tired. Imagine a young man spending 8 months at home doing nothing, exposed to vices, crime, and all sorts. So youth will take over their country, and that's what we're here to do.
Your closing remark. Okay, before I go, you said your Facebook handle is what?
P2B People's
Because
Vanguard.
people who want from here, they want to
Yes.
go and check for Peter Obi.
People's Vanguard.
And
I
you
was
said
writing
people are
for the
now.
coaches.
Let me come to Ms. Chinyere. Your closing remark, please.
I would like to say thank you for the opportunity to speak to Nigerians and to encourage us all to be part of this movement, this P2B movement. We are youths and we want a better Nigeria. So I would encourage everybody, wherever you are, please join this movement of taking back our country. Nigeria is for everybody, and I pray that next year we will take back our country.
Amen.
Thank you.
Mr. Simmons, please, your closing remark.
Teaming Nigerians, wherever you are, home and abroad, I want to implore you to employ and engage the right man for the job. Another person is His Excellency, Mr. Gregory Peter Obi and Dati Baba, because they will take you to promised land. These are men who have said on different platforms that if they don't deliver in 4 years, they won't come back again, they will resign. Take them to the world, and you see a change that you desire in this nation called Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Steven and Mrs. Chinyere, for choosing ClickNaija. Now, for the viewers out there, if they are not talking on your own view, you can also come with your own party, as in come with your own youth group, and come and also talk about it's open for everybody. You understand, as far as you meet our demands. Thank you to everyone who joined us live here on Facebook and YouTube videos. Our handles are ClickNaija, ClickNaija1 respectively. Please share this video, especially for the obedient people. You can share your video. You can listen through our live stream at www.clicknaija.gov.ng. The program was supervised by my supervising producer, Ehi Ohiani. My name is Nasir Yunusa. Stay safe and bye.